Hey, this is Ben and Brent from Beta Radio.
Hey.
And we're talking about Imitate a Feast and how it got made.
Whenever you first played the song just a second ago, it was the first time I'd heard it in a minute. The first thing that I heard was that drum track that we automated and put right in the beginning.
I think that was made from a previous drum track that we were playing around with before we actually got Jake Finch on the drums.
Made for MIDI?
I believe so. Sometimes when we're recording guitar tracks, we will create just a drum track to play to that kind of gives the vibe of the song. And I believe that is the track that we were created for you to record your guitar part to. We took that and we distorted it and then looped it.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a loop in the background.
It's cool. It's got an industrial feeling to it to me. Every time I hear that, it gives me a feeling, because whenever we first came back from Nashville and we were listening back to the mixes, it was like on repeat in my car for a long time. The whole record was on repeat for a long time because we would get mixes back and just kind of listen to them. And yeah, I really love this song.
Whenever we begin working on a song, we try to find the right tempo. And so we'll go back through demos and stuff like that to find the right tempo of it. And for this song, the demos that Ben was sending me, I noticed that they were like changing tempo as the song went on. It would start really slow and then pick up speed.
Dominoes attack like hummingbirds in the roses. We melt the candle wax under hypnosis. Over the telephone, integrating with the dangers. The edges of your tongue come flash at Jimmy changes. Imitate a feast.
Earlier on, we were trying to figure out a way to piece that into the song. We had these complicated tempo changes where every couple beats, it would speed up a little bit more and a little bit more to drive the song. Ultimately, after we showed our producer, he was just like, nah, just go straight. Pick a tempo. I kind of miss it.
I like it too. Shortly before we started recording this record, and the song already existed, I had been listening to the demos prior to going into the recording session in Nashville, and I don't really know where the lyric "Imitate a Feast" came from, but it just kind of showed up one day when I was playing my guitar.
Let's imitate a feast when nothing's left to eat. How'd I get so lean unnoticed?
To me, it makes me think of two things. It makes me think of Peter Pan and Neverland, where on one hand you're pretending you're imitating a feast in the woods with the lost boys, and with that imitation, it becomes a real thing, and the food appears, at least in the Hook version.
I'm playing with the past. The amnesia came on fast. I brought it all back with hypnosis.
But the other interpretation of it, what I meant when I first wrote it, was this place of realizing that this feast that you were expecting in whatever form it was, a person or whatever, an experience, it just isn't doing it anymore. And so you find out that you're just pretending. You're pretending to be eating a feast when you're starving. Yeah. Let's talk about those electric guitars. The way that I remember the electric guitars coming around is when we were in the studio, I had an idea for a lyric that I wanted to add. It was a line that I was trying to work into the instrumental section that is the electric guitar part now. The line wasn't working, but the melody was cool. Yeah, the way I remember it is we came back here and worked the melody idea onto a bunch of electric guitars.
7 different guitar parts. We had the first guitar part. Those are stacked octaves.
Oh, yeah.
And then a little solo part. And then a second solo part comes in.
Yeah, that was cool.
We intentionally wanted to sound
Kind of like garage
like,
bandy.
Yeah, very garage bandy. And then just the wackiness of it underneath everything.
Uh-huh.